How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla. Welcome back to Zero Escape VLR. I skipped the chunk in the middle there, and it's time for us to head into the enigmatic room and do that shit again, but this time we're against Luna instead of Alice, so that changes everything. So Luna seems like the most trustworthy one so far.
Me? Just hurry up and get in there.
None of this is new still, we're just getting there. Now this could change everything. Obviously, we're still going to go ally with Luna.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? We've seen all this. What is that? What? 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 What the hell? Who is this? Okay, that changed everything.
Fuck if I know.
Fuck if I know.
Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Okay, that changed everything. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response. Just turned around and followed fire into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing, no breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah. She's not breathing, and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That
Scalpel?
means either the killer took it with them.
That's where the
Or-
scalpel came from.
It was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke.
That was not a joke.
Don't take it so seriously. Whatever. If we examine the wound,
If that was
we'll
a joke,
probably
it's
get
the
a better
worst joke
idea of
I've
what the
ever
weapon
heard.
was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Well, that changed everything. We've only got 45 minutes, though. The doors will close. DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Wait, if they close and nobody votes, then everybody votes ally. And in that case, everybody benefits. So it's best that we're busy doing something else. Perhaps he just didn't want to consider himself one of the boys. Or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Temioji was only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smouldering spark of something, burning silently beneath his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Temioji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we'd found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. What is going on? How did we not find this last time? Who the hell is she? Maybe one of these other people were meant to be a pair as well, but they killed their partner. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old, dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looks so peaceful. Almost like she's just gonna wake up at any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
Yeah.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor.
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
What does that mean to me?
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom.
Shit went sideways real fast this time.
It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
So it's an MRI.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes. I think I should be able to manage that.
Cool. You're a good woman. I hope. Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female, age 65 to 75 years old, deceased. Cause of death, exsanguination? Exsanguination. What the hell does that mean? Time of death, 3 to 4 hours. Weapon entered through fourth intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics. Clean, sharp. Wound angles, 1 sharp, 1 blunt. 150, so knife. Yeah? Wait. Based on the characteristics described above, there's a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp single-bladed instrument. Like a scalpel, perhaps? That the kid was carrying? Oh yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something? Oh my god.
It means a tool of some sort.
You moron!
A knife, probably.
Yes.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room.
You and Clover.
You and Clover.
Yep.
Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
It said 4 to 5 hours though.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you two left. Which means...
Fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have
A double
at least
bluff, you
half
mean?
a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
Yes. But that's one of us.
Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Yes.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Jr., the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Sr.'s identity would be compromised. There was something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected.
Who is she, though? That's more important.
Zero Sr. murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just a part of a game to him.
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Can we just let it close?
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Then we just make an agreement right now not to go in and we'll all ally. That makes it even... That's perfect. We can all just sit here and wait for it to be over. Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
No.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Sr.'s plan.
Can't we all just sit here?
Let's get back to the warehouse.
Oh, come on, that's the smart thing to do. Just wait here, everybody allies, so everybody knows that everybody allies because no one leaves, and everybody gets 2 points.
If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
Son of a bitch. I don't like it. I imagine this spiel will be largely skippable, but we'll see. Because he'll give us the rules about the AB game. We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh, wait, Vi, where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? Whoa. What the hell is she doing? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Nah, whatever. What are you doing up here anyway? Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is? If the hatch has been opened, yeah?
This thing. Remember it?
The hatch.
Try opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Yeah.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
He's a rabbit. Alright, are we skipping this?
Look, there's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. Now she'll yell at us for closing the door. Well, looks like there's no going back now.
Observation.
Okay, she didn't yell at us this time.
I've been waiting.
So have we. We got some questions for you, Zero. Who is that old
Well, all of you, please stop bombarding me with questions.
All?
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O. I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on, No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started!
Right.
Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have fun. For example,
Skipping.
So that means that Siggy and Fran.
Yeah, I know.
Okay then.
What?
I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Well, actually...
It'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time!
Hey,
No.
wait.
I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this.
No.
Choose betray.
What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not.
Look, I don't
If we
care.
choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait, what do you mean by it's over? Are we doing this
30
again?
seconds remain until
Except we don't have
Ambidex
time this
game
time.
polling closes.
just press the damn button!
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know? Oh my god, yeah, we did this. How about when we found the old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she'd be there. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you... Are you...
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not going to move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's it's over supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
I was going to click ally anyway.
2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
Hello.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank
I can't
you
betray them.
for your participation.
I don't know about them, but I feel bad if I betray
Ambidex
people.
gates
Jesus.
Now opening.
I don't want to be the bad guy here. As Fire and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Temioji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? He knew that lady somehow.
What was that, Sigma?
Huh?
Don't play dumb. You chose ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
It's only going to drop to 1, at worst. Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. How can you expect me to think anything through that quick? It would have taken like half a second just to process that what you'd said.
No, you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis. It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it? Well, am I wrong?
What the hell are you talking about? Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say hypothetically that you're right about the crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Did you crack open my skull while I wasn't looking? Can you just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Let me be straight with you. Your shit is whack. Like hella whack. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Stuff like my name or how if your BP hits 0 you die. You told me you don't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you're lying. You've been lying to me?
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no!
What's cracking?
Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Come on then. Let's see Luna betray me.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Wait. Maybe it's different this time? You mean because last time we picked ally and we were betrayed? And you remember that? You remember our past run through? Okay. Huh? This time? Hey, Fi, hold on. Shit. What the shit? There is so much she's not telling us then.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally,
Let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex Game! Round 1! The results!
There's no way Luna will betray us. No way.
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Come on, let me be right about her. Oh, wait. Yes! Luna, you're the best. Dio and Quark betrayed. My god, there is no one. The only ones that have always allied so far have been Luna and Tenmyoji. That's it. They're the only trustworthy ones so far.
Here are the results from your game.
Thank God, Luna.
Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
See? Everything's fine. Thanks, Luna.
Oh no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done.
Except some of them didn't.
I believed in you and Phi.
When Luna glanced away, I threw fire what could only be described as a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyoji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No! It wasn't me! Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally! He promised! That's why I let him do the voting!
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat.
There's something real dodgy about this kid, man.
Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. You wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. See? Don't worry about me.
What is wrong with this kid?
I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later. What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
I'm more inclined to trust Dio than the kid.
Sure.
The kid's
keep
dodgy,
whining.
man.
See if I care.
Grandpa! You believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
Dio seems more trustworthy because he just says whatever.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
How did that happen with them? I thought Clover and Alice were friends. It looked as though another argument had taken place while Quark and Dio were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appeared to have resolved itself.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game. Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another?
Oh, we've done this. Skip. Alright, let's see where we end up. I wonder if we'll get a choice on our room this time. The last time we didn't get to choose a room, we just had to do what we had to do.
It's going to be 10 Mioldi or less. One or the other.
Is he down to 1 point? There's always 10 Mioldi.
Or... it might be both of them.
Shut up.
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules. I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP.
Yes,
That
yes.
means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
You don't like it so much when you're on the receiving end of getting shit on, eh? Alice.
I thought you were
Dickhead.
supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah. I guess so.
But you did know. I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened. Oh, we done this. Skipping. It did change. Mine changed from red to cyan. Okay, who are we matched with now? And we got 5 points instead of 1.
Me
so that's
too.
cool. I'm with
cyan now.
Alice. She's a pair. I'm with Alice.
Mine too. Wait. I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Han Solo?
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow. And it still says solo.
Can I stick with, Luna?
Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
I like Luna.
Yeah.
She's trustworthy. I can stick with her.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change? Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates closed.
Skipping again. Alright, let's see what happens next. I wonder if the thing about the dead body will come up again or not. Nearly out of time for this episode, too. It's nice to be able to skip ahead like that. Why is this happening to me? Have we done this as well? Spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity, I remember that. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we need to at least try to find another way out. Yeah. Lounge, I guess. Is this going to be the same as before? I can't skip. So at this stage it seems like it's going to be different, or we have new information. Maybe different people in different rooms. That'll change the backstory we get out of them. We'll see. This room should have Fi, Clover, and Alice. Is it?
Oh,
oh no. It is different.
Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Fi, Luna, and I were the first into this room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
No. You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? Well, I mean, everything in this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. We needed it for the puzzle. Apparently it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve then?
Yeah. 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning? Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
That's close. What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Does that mean we were just sleeping until the Nonary Game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh. Well, I guess that explains why I felt kind of dizzy. It's probably the 31st. It's probably the day of the, lunar eclipse.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Well, maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then what day is it today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters of the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize. Just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
The newspaper wrote earlier, it's the radical...
Let me see. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell?
Just
What's Radical
read
6?
the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. Yeah, we done this. Do you think we're in quarantine? In a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure, but...
No.
Look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are, but if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin. This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
Well, I am feeling a little
That
weird.
could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this Nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Also a good point.
Yes, it is.
It could be like the administrators of the Fallout, the what are they called? The vaults. They're always crazy and make their people do weird shit. So you're saying there is no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
And why is there an article here about it? Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe here, our friends and families are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
So what day is it? Well, this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep. Just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Yes. Okay, I think I'll go have a look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time here anyway.
Alice and I are gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Shut up. Whatever. Dickhead. I turned and headed for the exit. Where to next? Alright, we're going to wrap this episode up here, obviously, because we're out of time for today, but we are getting more information doing these, because we're different people in different rooms and all that. I'm curious to see if we actually get a choice about what room we go into next, but we're doing okay as far as points go this time. We got 5. So that's cool. Maybe we'll be able to get that, cure, and then we can go back to the last one and finish that up. Let's see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.